Peace, God, to all my good people out there today, man. Y'all know y'all heard the news, man. Seeing like Nipsey Hussle name still keep coming up in different drama and situations, man. Just exposing the truth, man. They still battling on over the marathon continuous situation, man. This is what I normally get from stuff like that. A lot of people get inspired by YouTubers or regular individuals that's not as popular as they are, right? For instance, prime example, Meat Mills was, I think he did a song that was similar to some kid that I think that was rapping, probably somebody on YouTube or something like that. And he kind of like used it and just gave it his own flavor to it. I always tell people, man, when you putting projects out or putting stuff out and you putting it out in the public and you're not getting your right paperwork done on that stuff, anybody can use it and take money from it, you know what I'm saying? Because all it takes, for instance, I can make up something, right? And somebody could just take it, or like a artist or somebody like that, they got the bag that's able to get all the licenses for those things. So like I say, if you putting stuff on the internet, you kind of want to license everything, get everything, your brand, so if anything go to court, you will have all your legal documents and stuff like that. And basically with the Crips, I think it's LLC or whatever, they got all they paperwork they saying about this whole marathon continues. You know, they saying the family and them going back and forwards over that. But a lot of people still are in an uproar about this whole situation with Eric Holder and all the things that's been going on with the murder of this situation, man. People still trying to figure out more evidence and more information on the situation, man. And we went through each scenario, man. I was just watching Bosco on Vlad the other day, right? And he was asking him about OJ. And he was saying something like, didn't he get acquitted or whatever if the glove don't fit? What'd he say? If the glove don't fit, he must have quit. You know what I'm saying? And even that OJ case, right? If you really pay close attention to that OJ case, that was foul as hell, bro. They took the gloves and took all the evidence home. What police officer take evidence from a murder case home, G? Like that was fishy alone. Like who does that? You know what I mean? You're not about to tell me, oh, we had a long night at the crib, so we gonna just take all the evidence home. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just cannot do that, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. The LAPD, they've been going through this for years, bro. When they've been doing crazy stuff within the communities in California, man. It's been going on forever, man. Like forever. This is like, it's so many cases we can go through limb for limb. That's why when you see something like this, it's not shocking to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what we learn about life is that if you can convince a few people of your scenario, then you can get them to be bamboozled. Even people it was at one point everybody believed that OJ didn't do it. Now you at one point everybody believe he did do it. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is when you actually look at the case and look at the evidence before you sit back and you say to yourself, if the man did all of this, why the hell did the police officer take the evidence home and all of that? Now, if you was to ask me what I thought, I think the police did the shit. Factual. I believe that it was a lot of jealousy and hate. Gotta think about it, man. This is a black man playing golf with all these white guys. He's accepted by all these people. Motherfucker had jealousy, man. It's a lot of jealousy, man. They said he was jealous because old girl was messing with this guy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I forget his name right now. You know what I mean? But like I said before, man, the evidence, he walked away from the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, evidently, he ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? If it was all of that, he would have got knocked off. They would have had the evidence to put him in jail. He would have got knocked off. The way the case was looking, that shit was sloppy as hell, bro. Like, this super sloppy. You know what I mean? And then the stuff that the police officers was doing was like, it was weird and foul, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying when you look at the Nip case and you see all the stuff that they did in it, you see how good they tried to cover up everything. You know what I'm saying? It's so many layers to it, from the camera footage and to all the things they did, the pieces that they put into the puzzle. You know what I mean? It's like when you go through something in the past, I always say like the big incident, then when you look at the Nip incident, you seen that people learn how to cover stuff up, because it was definitely police officers that was down with that big shit that was with Death Row. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. They had some police niggas that was with them when they did that big hit. Period. Like, y'all, you gotta be fucking stupid. The way they cut the road off, man, come on, bro. They had some police niggas that was with them that helped with set up all that shit with Big too. That's why when you look at these different cases, you just see the cover up. You know what I mean? And then when you start to see the different officers that went to jail, I think one of the guys was like robbing banks and shit like that. You see all the cover up, all the stuff, all the evidence start to come out. And you see all these documentaries where you start to see people begin to talk about the past incidents and stuff like that. You got the mob, James, and the different people that was involved with the Death Row chain, all of them. You start to see all the people that was connected. That's why when you seen I think her name was Jaguar Wright was coming out, was talking about how the Tupac thing had happened or whatever, and how the security wasn't TikTok on that situation. And they, like I say, after a fight like that, you know what I mean, with those Crips and stuff like that, and to be nonchalant, hanging all out the window and stuff like that, like, yeah, that was a reckless move at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially in an event like that, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, it was the Death Row days, you know what I'm saying? We was blooding in, mob, you know what I'm saying? They was all the way mobbed out. They was riding all the way hot, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, when you ride like that and you don't take precautions, those incidents happen like that, you know what I mean? And like I say, this is the same thing with all. If you pay attention to all of these cases, is the same shit. You know what I'm saying? The same scenarios and stuff like that. The cover up, the police and stuff that was involved with it. Not really the Tupac shit, because the Tupac shit was more like, you know what I'm saying? That go more into Puff and all that other shit behind the scenes. But Puff ended up getting out of that situation because people died and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Away last year, March the 31st, 2019, the day after the Crips LLC pretty much filed a trademark to get the Marathon Continues trademark. Right after that, Nipsey's family pretty much came out and they tried to fight him in court. Back then, we thought that the Crips would fall back. Yeah. We find out today that they're going to continue with their trying to trademark the Marathon Continues. Now, according to Bossa, right, Crips LLC, the Crips organization says the Crips organization has long used the phrase "the Marathon Continues" as our ideology slogan in the past. They say Aramis, who was Nipsey Hussle, became a well-known Crip, and the phrase became popularized. So they're pretty much saying they've been using it before him. He started using it. It became popular. I'm a little bit, not concerned, but my eyes open out of like one eye when I see as soon as he died, they, filed the trademark. But it's business. We seen Cardi B try to trademark the WAP. Yeah. And it's business at the end of the day. But saying, man, what's your thoughts on the Crips and Nipsey Hussle involved in a legal battle over the Marathon Continues slogan?
One could obviously get caught up in emotions and ask themselves why are they doing this now? At the time when we heard it, still being very emotional over his death, we were asking why. Mm-hmm. But this is business at the end of the day, and if this is their slogan, and if they have Nipsey on any video or anything coining it or giving credit to the Crips in saying anything like that, they have a point here. When you look at something that he did make famous, and I wish that definitely on a personal level that they could come to some kind of understanding and knowing that, okay, yes, you're correct, but yes, you're also correct. How can we do this the right way and eat together, as opposed to going through, because now you're talking a legal battle that gets nasty, and nasty takes get put in people's mouths, things like that. Nobody wants to see that going on after such an iconic figure has to go and get laid to rest in such a tragic way. So, but on the business side, I think that the Crips have a point. If in fact they coined the term first and they have proof of that, then they have a real good chance of winning that in court. I just hope it doesn't get ugly where it gets personal. I don't want to.
It's crazy. I said, like, Crips LLC. What the fuck is that? I thought it was a gang, but nah. We always kind of heard the stories about them being, corporate and having an LLC. It's really a smart thing to do, obviously, because somebody else can take it and start using it. So, like you said, it's gonna go back to who can prove what. We all know. I never been affiliated with no Crips. I don't know. Never heard the slogan, but I know I heard it from Nipsey first. But I'm thinking, like, how far does this go? Because I don't know if they got that, like, on clothing and different merchandise. I'm sure they do. Are the Crips going to now want to come in and get a profit and say, all right, now you're using our slogan? So it's a smart business move. You can't get mad at it at the end of the day. You just hope that Nipsey and his family probably would have thought of it first to go out and trademark that. His name is trademarked. I seen that on the internet, Nipsey Hussle, but that slogan wasn't. So it's going to come down in court to who can prove they was using that thing first, and we'll keep you updated, man. I think it's crazy though.
It's interesting because even Nipsey Hussle, being as an intelligent businessman as he was in the 33 years of life, he didn't trademark it, so there must have been a reason why. And I'm sure if in interviews, if that ever came up, how did the marathon continues, how did you come up with that, we would have found out the truth right then and there, because I don't think he would have hit it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if there's any proof out there, that truth will come to light, and whoever has it will win.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep you guys up.